Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to explain the implementation of linked list. So here first we are basically creating a structure called node, and here we are having the info of data type integer, and we are having node star link, which is basically a pointer, and we are assigning head pointer to null. And first there are actually, let's say, we assign six operation, that is inserting after an element, before an element, inserting an element, deleting an element, and displaying the whole linked list. So first, for inserting at the beginning, we are whatever the user inserts will be assigned to A over here, and here we are having one a pointer variable which is temp, and we are assigning temp to new node, and if temp is equal to null, we have no space. Else the element which the user has inserted will be assigned to info, the variable info, which our pointer temp has a link to, and temp links to head, and head is equal to temp. And the second function is displaying. Here we've created a new variable called monk, and we are assigning pointer variable called monk, and we are assigning it to head, and if head points to null, there are no elements. If head does not point to null, then we are going to the while loop. Here the while loop is used to display all the elements that are present in the linked list. So as you can see, cout monk points to info, which is all the data that is present till present in the linked list. So monk is equal to monk pointing to link, which is basically acts as an increment operator, or what like that. It points to the next node, or the next element which should be displayed. As it goes in a linear fashion, it points to the next element which should be displayed. And here we are going to insert at end, look into the function. So here we are using two pointer variables, which are temp and monk. We are assigning temp to new node and monk to head. If temp is pointing to null, we cannot add further, so it points to null. And if uh, monk point not monk to link does not point to null, we are going into the while loop, which is basically adding at the end. So monk is pointing to the last node, or to the last place to be for the element which is given by the insert to be inserted. And here we can see monk points to link is equal to temp. And here we are having the operation add before, and we have two variables, int of a and int of data, and two pointer variables, again monk and temp. Again we are assigning monk to head, and temp to new node. And here again a is assigned to info, so the element which is to be inserted is stored in a, and it is later assigned to info. Now if temp points to temp is equal temp, which is the new node which we created outside the actual node, if it points to null, we cannot add any element. But if point to info is equal to data, here here we can have head is equal to temp, and the value is returned. While monk pointing to link is not equal to null, we are going into the if section. So monk pointing to link pointing to info is equal to data, which is basically the data which you got from the user, and it is added before the element pointing. So basically what happens over here is temp points to the element which we are searching, and monk inserts the element before the element which we searched for. And here if the element which we are searching is not found, we'll have no element found output. And this is for adding after an selected element. Here we are having again two variables a and data, and two pointer variables monk and temp. Here temp again we are assigning to newton, and monk we are assigning to head. If temp is equal to null, there are no place to insert, so there's no place to insert. And while monk is not equal to null, we are running into the if loop, while loop, and inside the while loop we have an if section where monk points to info is equal to data, and we run this section, and uh, we return the value. So again here monk points to the temp points to the element which you searched for, and monk inserts the element which is to be inserted after the element which you searched for. And if the element which you searched for is not found, we get the cout not found. And now we are going to move to deletion. Here we are using only one variable a, and we are using again two pointer variables temp and monk. We are assigning monk to head. If head is full, we cannot delete, hence head is null, we cannot delete, hence no deletion. But if there are elements, then head points to info assigned to a, which are all the elements, and we get the element which is to be deleted from the user, and we delete using temp over here, and the value is returned. That is here. And again, if the element which is entered by the user is not found, we have a default output for all these operations, which is the requested element is not found. Now we are going to the main section, or the main function, and here these are basically all the 6 functions or the 6 operations to be performed. We will call all the backend or the structure of which we programmed earlier here for the main function. And here we can have output, we are getting a selection of the operations to be performed, which is insert at the beginning, at end, after an element, before an element, deleting an element, and displaying the whole in linked list. And here we are having a switch case in which functions we have programmed earlier, such as inserting at beginning, inserting at end, and we are calling them respectively according to the wish of the user. And again we are having, if this is to be kind of continued, we're giving the option to the user to press 1 to continue or 0 to come out from the function. Now I'm going to run the output. So first let's insert at beginning, and the element I want to continue. Again we will insert at beginning, the element we'll insert, let it be 2. Now let's see what let's see the linked list we created, 2 and 1. Now for the second function, inserting at end, let's click 2, and we'll insert the element 2 and continue. And so if you display, it will be 2 1 2. As you can see, the our linked list now is 2 1 2. And now let's insert after an element. So the element to be inserted, let's say, is 5, and let's say we insert 5 after 1, and we continue. And if you see the linked list, it will basically be 2 1 6 2, 2 1 5 2, sorry, and yes, 2 1 5 2. And now we are inserting before the element. Let's press 4. The element to be inserted, let's say, is 7, and the element will insert it before 5. Continue, and display the linked list. So basically the linked list now will be 21752, 21. Now let's say we are going to delete an element. Let's delete 1. So the element to be deleted 1. Continue. Now if you see the linked list will be 2752. Thank you.